most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Brett Thackeron.
We're about 48 hours from the start of this storm now. The storm starting about this time on Sunday morning. We're going to get into that. This morning is colder. We've got downtown Carlisle looking calm and quiet, and it is for now, but that is not going to be the case later either. Mannheim cold this morning at 18 degrees. Most places are in the 20s, though. Lititz at 24, 26 in Lancaster, and Lower Dolphin High School is at 27 degrees. Now, again, a clear start, a sunny start. There's going to be some clouds mixing in at times today, similar to yesterday. Partly cloudy, pleasant enough, but it is going to be much colder. We did get into the 40s yesterday, and it felt nice, but this morning we're starting in the low 30s, 20s for some of us, like Harrisburg and York at 23, Lancaster's at 24, Lebanon 32, and Chambersburg is at 30. There's just a little bit of a breeze, but if you look towards State College, winds there over 20 miles an hour. Things are going to turn very blustery later as this Arctic air gets ready to bowl itself in here tonight. So we're colder than yesterday by about 15 degrees for most places here across the midstate. This is the Gettysburg Foundation showing temperatures will peak early near 30 degrees by noontime and then start to tumble. I think we're going to be in the 20s for the afternoon. The winds really start to pick up later in the day too. And then this Arctic blast moves in. So how about yesterday's high? 47. I mean, we were calling for a high of 43. We got a little bit above that. That was awesome. It just felt nice with the sunshine yesterday. But pretty soon we're going to be talking about near record lows instead of 47 degrees. 6 below is the record low today. And tonight, blustery, here it comes. This is that bowling ball I've been talking about all week. Frigid air, Arctic high pressure is going to move itself in here for tomorrow. And that's going to help to set the stage for that storm you saw there just starting to develop in the southern part of the country. So cold and breezy tonight and starting to get frigid. Really once the sun goes down, we're talking about temperatures in the teens, but wind chills are going to be colder than that. So let's break down the weekend in two parts. First, today and tomorrow. There will be clouds at times today, but we will clear out tonight. That's going to allow temperatures to fall into the single digits. A sunny start here on Saturday with increasing clouds. I think the start time of this storm is delayed now. I don't think it's going to start until after 3 or 4 a.m. Sunday morning. So highs will be near 30 early this afternoon and then tumble tonight down into the single digits. It's going to be a very frigid Arctic day tomorrow with highs only in the teens, and that will set the stage here for the snow event on Sunday. Now, it's also going to turn breezy later today, and that means it'll feel colder than it is. Winds near 20 miles an hour at times, and the winds do start to back down. Still enough of a breeze overnight, though, that it's going to be mighty chilly. I wanted to show you the wind chill values. Look at these numbers here as we move into the afternoon. It's going to feel like the single digits later today, and look at overnight. It's possible it feels as cold as 10 to 20 below zero overnight. That's how Arctic this air mass is. And so tomorrow morning especially is going to be extremely, extremely cold. So let's talk about the weekend. Let's talk about the snow, and we're going to break down the storm for you. The storm looks to begin Sunday after 3 a.m. Now, there's going to be a lot of dry air for this to overcome, but it will. I think by the time everybody wakes up Sunday morning, here's 8:30, it's going to be snowing really good. This is when we're talking about 1 to 2 inches per hour through noontime. Now, in the afternoon, here comes the sleet. That is going to start to mix in. It's usually farther north, and it usually happens earlier than modeled. And when it happens, that'll start to cut into the totals. But there will be northern areas that see much more snow. The sleet line kind of stays sort of right over the viewing area over York and Lancaster County, and the storm breaks up by midnight early Monday morning. So it's about a 20 to 24-hour storm. Now, precision cast snow totals here have us right around a foot. That's fine. You do have to factor in some sleet, though, and so here's what we can expect going into the weekend. Snow develops in those pre-dawn hours, likely after 3 a.m. on Sunday, accumulating through dawn lightly. But then heavy snow Sunday morning, a 2-inch per hour rate. Travel, probably not a good idea at any point on Sunday. Steady snow on really the rest of Sunday. Still could be snowing at 1 inch an hour because of the fluff factor here. It's very cold, but sleet will mix in too. That is something we know. So the map is pretty simple. This is going to be a region-wide storm. 8 inches to 14 inches of snow with that kind of 1 foot mark straddling both. If it stays all snow for you, thanks to that fluff factor, you may get over a foot. If it doesn't and sleet mixes in, that'll keep you around the 8-inch mark. And then next week, we're talking about record lows. If we get a foot of snow, you're talking about 2 below zero Tuesday morning, a forecasted low of 0 Wednesday and Thursday morning. It may get colder than that. We're going to be nearing those records next week. So partly cloudy and blustery here today, 30 degrees, but that won't last long. An Arctic push of air takes us down to 5 tonight. So that Arctic air is really going to help the fluffy snow to accumulate pretty quickly excuse me, even before the sleet mixes in. So once that sleet mixes in, accumulating snow probably done, and that's what we're going to be watching here through the weekend. But a mess coming our way for Sunday.
Is. All right, but starting later.
Starting, yeah,
Not
about
Saturday night, more Sunday morning.
3 to 4 a.m., yeah, it looks like.
All right. You know why I'm asking.
Yes, I do. We'll be here.
We'll be here.
Yes.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.